Hey, what's going on? On this, I'm just going to share why I decided to go vegan. I think I mentioned that in a video a few weeks ago, and one of the comments was to share more about my vegan lifestyle, and I'll do that in this video. Now, going vegan wasn't something that I planned on doing. It wasn't something that I said, okay, on such and such day I'm going to go vegan. In fact, it was from uh, a, a friend of mine that I hadn't heard from in years. She and I were talking, and in our conversation, she asked me, "Have I heard about this documentary, this movie called What the Health?" And I was like, "Nah," because she saw me doing some health and wellness, like some healthy videos about living a healthier lifestyle, and she sent it to me, the link, and it was a YouTube link back then. When she sent it to me and asked me, "Have I ever heard of it?" And I told her, "Nah." So I watched it. I watched it that night, and it's called What the Health. It was on Netflix. Well, it was on YouTube back then, but I think it's still on Netflix now. I watched that documentary that night, and about 4:30, 5 o'clock that morning, it's like God woke me up again. When He woke me up to watch it, and I watched it for the second time. And when I watched it the second time, I immediately was like, you know what? I can't do this anymore. Meaning, consuming the meat the way that I have been for my entire life up to that point. So when I saw it and when I made up my mind, I knew that it was something that I was going to stick with. I didn't plan it at all. But when I said that morning, when God placed it in my spirit to watch that documentary again, that morning, after watching it, I was like, I can't do this anymore. And it was my mind was made up. It was right after the 4th of July. It's been 7 years now that I've been vegan. So it was shortly after the 4th of July. I had food left over from my family had a cookout. So I had food left over from the cookout, which was burgers, hot dogs, chicken, still in the refrigerator. And I was raised to where you don't throw away food. So I did eat. I did eat the food. And then that following day after I ate the food, that's when I went vegan. And I've been plant-based ever since. I went cold turkey, which I don't suggest that with anyone, but if that's what you want to do, I went cold turkey, and that transition, it got tough a few times because I didn't know anything about vegan. I didn't know how to cook vegan, so I was learning as I was going along, like looking up stuff on YouTube, uh, trying to find different vegan meals, how to prepare different vegan meals. The first time I went shopping for vegan food, it was much more expensive. And I was like, dude, it's going to cost this much to eat to be healthy. And that it didn't deter me. I found a vegan meal that I could eat for days, which does not bother me. But to help me stick with the commitment that I made, that's what I did. I also, to hold myself accountable, I also started a Facebook group, making life more better, vegan lifestyle, and that was to hold myself accountable. So I went on there and said, hey, this is what I decided to do. This is what I'm going to do, and this is my accountability. Me putting it out there, me putting it in this Facebook group, and people started joining the Facebook group to, I guess, help me with my accountability. And then as it went along, there were several people that started the vegan journey because I was sharing my vegan journey and how things were going, the different foods, different meals that I was learning as I go. And I have people that would ask me now, hey, what are some of your recipes and how do you do this and do that? And that's, you can share your recipes, you can share things that you like. And if if it's not something that people like, they're like, what else do you have? So you're doing all this work to send to other people to help them. And what I did, I started telling people what I did, which helped me out tremendously. Whatever my favorite meal was prior to going vegan, I would Google the vegan version of that meal. Then I would prepare it. I could cook it or learn how to cook it. I live by myself, so I didn't have to worry about somebody else thinking about eating my food. It was me. That's all I had to worry about. So that's how I came up with different meals. For breakfast, for lunch, for dinner. And it's easier for those of you that are trying to go vegan. It's easier because you don't have to wait until someone sends you different recipes. You can Google it. Whatever your favorite meal was, Google the vegan version of it, because I think you're more likely to stick with it if it's something that you like. I feel like you're more likely to stick with it. Was it tough going through it? Some days it was. Some days my body was like, what are we doing? We haven't had meat. We haven't had seafood. And that was like my favorite. I love seafood. I love crabs, shrimps, fish. And I thought I was going to have an issue with that. So it was a whole learning process for me. I enjoyed it. I still enjoy it. I'm still vegan. I don't talk about it a lot. I still have the vegan Facebook group. I haven't been active in it that much. Just been busy with a lot of stuff, but I am still vegan. I support the vegan plant-based lifestyle in regards to living a healthier lifestyle. I was not always the one that was into my health. In fact, I was one of the guys that was hardly ever went to the doctor, because in our culture, it was like, that's a sign of weakness. If you got to go to the doctor, why you need to go to the doctor? So it wasn't encouraged in my culture. And even as a man, a black man. So it wasn't always a part of my healthier lifestyle. Because at one point before I went vegan, this was some years before I went vegan, I was on like 19 different medicines. So my health was really jacked up. And people couldn't believe that because I didn't look unhealthy to them. I'm taller. I didn't look unhealthier. So when I would share that with them, they're like, nah, I can't believe that. I actually gained weight. I put on 70 pounds, which I could never get over 200 most of my life. And I ended up at 270. So it was, I enjoyed the lifestyle. I love it. I don't even have to think about it now because it's my lifestyle. I think some people may be uncomfortable, especially when you're going out somewhere. I'll usually, if I'm going somewhere, if I know they don't have vegan options, I'll either eat before I go or eat after I come back. Telling people that, nah, I don't eat this, now they're looking at you like, why you don't eat that? Especially older black. Because in the black community, sharing food is like, that's like sacred. And when you turn down food from some of our elderly mothers, grandmothers, or great grandmothers, that's like an insult. And I find myself feeling bad because I had to tell them, no, I don't eat that anymore. They're like, what you mean you don't eat that anymore? You was raised on this. Yes, ma'am, I was, but oh, you too good to eat it. So just getting used to all of that. But that's why I went vegan. I saw that documentary. And shortly after going vegan, God placed in my spirit, had I not made that choice, that decision, and gone cold turkey, some major health issues was going to happen to me. Because we can't see on the inside of our body. We don't know what's going on. We can't. So if you don't know what's going on the inside, how will you know if there is anything going on? So my way of looking at it was, healthier living is a preventive from any type of sickness or illness. Will that stop everything? Of course not. But I love the lifestyle. I love the plant-based lifestyle. I'm grateful. I'm thankful that I learned about it the way that I learned about it. I'm still with it. Do I encourage other people to do it? Yes, I do. Am I going to force you to do it? No. But I do encourage you to at least try it. Give it a try and see the difference that you'll feel with your body. It's a different level of discipline. It's a different level of commitment. And it helps you out in so many ways, physically, spiritually, like a deeper connection spiritually. So it's definitely worth trying the vegan lifestyle, plant-based lifestyle. Like I said, I'm 7 years in July what's this year, 2024? So July the 8th, July the 9th was 7 years that I've been a vegan. All right. Any questions about it? Drop it in the comment. I'll try to answer your questions in regards to going vegan lifestyle. All right. Take care. God bless. Check you out on the next one.